Welcome back to Let's Play Enderal. We're still in here. We're still locked in this cell with Ixon here. Don't really know what's going on. Don't really know what we can do now. Yeah, we were out there. But we're stuck in here now. Looks like I can sleep if I want to.
What? Leave me alone! The suppressor's punishment. It will be horrible.
Come on, there must be a way out. I'm not sure which dialogue options I've already chosen at this point, but there must be a way out.
No, there isn't. Just look at us. Look at what we are. We are the damned because we are trapped too deeply in the past. And that's why we do not deserve freedom.
Okay, I thought I'd already said some of this stuff to him, but... yeah, we have. We have. Oh no. Probably gonna need that bucket. Yeah, let's keep the bucket. At a bit of a loss, and after the ordeal we've already been through, Lucas is going to just kind of rest for an hour. See if anything changes. Okay, I thought that was going to do something. Nothing's changed. Let's keep speaking with Ixon.
What? Leave me. The suppressor's punishment. It will be horrible.
All right, who is the suppressor? I haven't seen anything.
No, you haven't. Because you're blind. The suppressor is here, in every single stone, in every bone, in every drop of blood, and yet you are too blind to see it. But I should have known. I mean, what can you expect from someone who has killed his entire family? I followed you because for a brief moment, you made me want to believe, and now you've dragged me into the abyss along with you.
Yeah, we have heard this before. We have heard this, so... and you're a part of me, in a sense.
Of course I'm a part of you, and you are a part of me. Isn't that obvious? But I should have known you wouldn't understand. You're too weak. You always were.
Okay, what do I do? What do I do? Sleep over here? Okay, 2 hours have passed. And we're still stuck in here. My journal just says, to escape. I could try and meditate. I can't meditate. Can't even escape into my own mind. Okay, I'm actually starting to feel a little bit stuck. What do I have? Why do I have a basket? Alright. You can have the basket. I'm gonna have the bucket. Whoa. What happened there? Getting moved around. That was weird. Can sleep. Can close the shackles.
What? Leave me alone!
What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Do I kill him? I'm if he's a part of me and a part of maybe my past, and I'm trapped here by my past, is that the thing I'm meant to do? Kill a part of my past, a part of myself to be able to move on. Maybe. Lucas is getting a little bit desperate now. Is that what we're being told to do? Let's review.
Suppress his punishment. It will be horrible.
A way out of here.
No, there isn't. Just look at us. Look at what we are. We are the damned because we are trapped too deeply in the past.
Trapped in the past.
And that's why we do... Of course I'm a part of you, and you are... No, you haven't. But I should have known. I mean, what can you expect from someone who has killed his entire family? I followed you because for a brief moment, you made me want to believe, and now you've dragged me into the abyss along with you.
Oh, I don't know what to do. Also, he keeps saying that Lucas killed his entire family, and I mean, there were accidents in Lucas's past, and his family is dead, but did Lucas cause those things to happen? We had the dream, didn't we, at the very start of the game when the house was engulfed in fire. But I think Lucas always thought that was just a fire, an unusual fire. Was Lucas the cause of it? Was that part of his magical awakening? Don't know. Okay, I'm going to see what happens. This is the only thing Lucas can think of to do. Maybe this is part of the test, to leave some part of you behind.
Well, so you figured it out. Yes, I am what keeps you in this place. But was it blind rage that made you act, or have you truly understood who I am? Have you understood what drives you and determines your actions? The salt corrodes your skin, and the water filling your lungs is cold. But you still haven't found it, child, have you?
What is going on? Is this still part of a dream? What the hell is that?
Oh, hey. Good to see you awake. How are you feeling?
Is this real? Where are the others? Dunwar, Kalia, and Master Bartar.
Good question. The room was empty when I came here. Actually, that's quite weird now that you mention it. The entire temple seemed kind of deserted. But, probably a ceremony or something like that. Now, tell me, how are you holding up? I heard this trial's quite the feat. Apparently some of the novices never wake up again.
Tired. Is this real? This is real? Where are we?
In the temple. The curarium, to be precise. You were brought here when you were traveling with that Ixon guy. I think the others are already awake, but I didn't want to leave you here, so I thought I'd just stay. I mean, hey, you are a keeper of the first sigil now, aren't you? I believe congratulations are in order.
I am? Thanks.
Don't mention it. Bad, though, that this keeperness won't get you anywhere. Do you know why? Because you're pathetic. Simply pathetic.
Excuse me?
I said you are pathetic. At first we believed it would be more exciting this time. But now that we've seen the new prophet, our hopes are gone. You're a joke.
What?
A nobody who let his only friend kick the bucket.
As if you'd ever accept that. You humans are always so damn persistent, aren't you? Why? Why can't you just let go?
Because in the end, you are powerless, just as all those before you. And you, prophet, you are the biggest joke of all.
You are nothing but an urchin.
A weakling.
And a murderer.
And that is why you will burn. All of you. The cleansing will happen, and there's nothing you can do to stop it.
What? So you're the ones behind this? What? Why are you doing this? What have we done to you? Why are you calling me pathetic?
What have you done to us? You are so naive. The world is an interplay of cause and effect, and the only logical consequence of your existence is annihilation. That's the way it was, and that's the way it's going to be. But enough of the banter, urchin. We wanted to meet you, and so we did, even though the result is rather sobering. Now wake up. Keep on stumbling through the mist.
Oh, that was weird. What was that? I knew that wooden statue was weird. I should have done something to it. Is this real now? Kalia? You're not going to call me pathetic, are you?
Elvis, I was starting to think I was the only one. How are you? You look exhausted.
Yeah, I had a weird dream.
You did. That's probably one of the after effects of the potion, but it will pass, I'm sure of it. But it's good to see the Grandmaster was right after all. I woke up just a few hours earlier, and he was here in the meantime. He didn't doubt for a single second that you would make it. But I suppose mutual congratulations are in order. We made it. We passed the trial.
So does that make us keepers now? I've already done this once.
Almost, yes. All that is left to do is to take the oath, and then Grandmaster Aranthiel will exalt us to the keepers of the first sigil. Speaking of whom, he also told me some things while you were asleep. About the Pyreans, about these dreams, and of course about this cycle.
Yeah.
This is so bizarre, really. At first we're told out of nowhere that the gods have died, and now humanity is on the brink of extinction. This is a lot to take in.
I figure, yeah. What do you make of all this? The cycle, this cleansing?
Hard to say. I never had those dreams the Grandmaster talked about, even though I'm magically gifted. But then again, I always had the feeling that the Red Madness was more than an ordinary disease. Well, I suppose all of this explains a lot. At least now I can understand why the Grandmaster was willing to break all the traditions of the Order just to get you exalted to be a keeper. According to him, most of our battle against the cycle will stand or fall with you.
That's a lot to take in. I wish I could say that with the same conviction as him, to be honest. I don't really think I've understood half of what's happened to me yet.
Yes, I believe that. It's a great responsibility you've been given, and as impressive as your skills are, I would not want to change places with you.
Yeah, so, what's next?
Well, as I said, we both have to take the Holy Oath. You should talk to the Grandmaster as soon as you're ready. He's waiting for you in the Emporium.
Okay, yeah, what about Dunwar?
Right, Dunwar. The apothecary examined him about an hour ago, and it doesn't look good. It's likely that he'll never wake up again.
I mean, Lucas doesn't like the guy, but he's gonna die. He doesn't deserve that.
No, in spite of everything.
Right.
You know, Dunwar was one of those people who tried to gild their insecurity with boastful behavior. The reality is that he was the last of his bloodline, and his faith in the path and his destiny as a keeper were all that he had left. And who knows? Maybe he would have been a great help to the Order with the right guidance. But I guess Master Bartar's revelation was just too much for him. It's hard to be told that everything you've lived for was a lie.
Poor Dunwar. What's character mean? That's interesting. You don't seem to be too shaken up. Yeah, you don't seem to be too shaken up over all of this. Death of the Lightborn, I mean, that's a big deal to you religious folk, I think.
Well, maybe I just don't show it as much. But yes, in a way, you're probably right. I suppose that's mainly due to the fact that to me, as opposed to Dunwar, the Order always stood for an idea. And an idea doesn't die with the one who first thought of it. Funny that the Grandmaster said nearly the same thing during the exaltation. Dunwar would have considered it blasphemy.
Yeah, you talk about the Lightborn and their ideas as if they wouldn't have cost thousands of lives. I'm not 100% sure what I mean by that, but I think we have the sense that the Lightborn weren't as benevolent as the Keepers make them out to be, and I think Lucas will challenge Kalia a little bit on this. They weren't all benevolent, were they?
That's true. A lot of crimes were committed during the Lightborn's reign, and I don't want to minimize that. But I also think a lot of those crimes were unavoidable, so to speak. Imagine you're the king of a small island, and one day your realm gets attacked by a fleet of Scarab Reavers.
Okay.
The invasion catches you completely off guard, and within a few hours, the Reavers have advanced to the farmland, just a few feet from your city's main gates. And before you know it, you have to make a decision. Will you use the time that remains to entrench your army within the city's walls to have a better chance of surviving a siege? Or do you send them into the field to fight the Reavers there, knowing that there is only a slight chance to save the farmers, but a big risk that you will lose both the city and the farmers?
Ooh, well, I think in this example, Lucas would probably draw back to the city because it is a sensible thing to do, to cut your losses and provide the greatest chance of saving everyone, or whoever you can. However, the Lightborn are meant to stand for more than that, and the Lightborn should try to save everyone. And I think to be a devil's advocate here, even though Lucas would personally draw back into the city, he's going to challenge Kalia and say that he'd take his chances in the open field. If he didn't try at least, the farmer's blood would be on my hands. And, you know, that's the Lightborn are meant to be protecting everyone.
It would, yes. But what if your foray fails, and ends up being the reason why the Scarab can break through the city's fortifications? Wouldn't that too make you responsible for all the townsfolk they would kill once they got in? What I'm trying to say is, it doesn't matter what you do. There will be people who will despise you for your decision. If your attempt to rescue the farmers fails, you will be accused of having acted blindly and idealistically. And if you just stay in the city, they will say you didn't even try. Of course, there's a small chance the foray might work, but should decisions like that really be made as if they were a game of dice? As I said, I don't mean to absolve the Lightborn of their crimes, but I'd wager my left hand that they had a lot of similar decisions to make.
Well, I mean, that example is the kind of situation a ruler would be given. Someone, you know, like a king, a person who is in charge and has to make these difficult decisions. The Lightborn were meant to be gods, and they were worshipped as gods, and as such they kind of had more responsibility than that. And if they weren't able to protect everyone, then they shouldn't have called themselves gods. That's what Lucas thinks. We can't say any of that. Interesting thought, I suppose. Speaking of Dunwar, what was that thing at the ritual place all about? He called you a witch. What was that about?
I knew the question would come eventually. I suppose the answer depends on whether you're in the mood for some gloomy talk. Sooner or later you'll hear it from someone else anyway, so why not from me first?
I wouldn't have asked if I wasn't interested. If you don't mind, go ahead.
As you wish. Where should I start? Maybe with the fact that I don't remember anything that happened before my 6th winter. I don't know where I was born, and I never got to know my parents.
You don't remember? How come?
I wish I knew. What I do know, though, is that the first memory I have is of waking up in the middle of some village. It was dark, and I felt dizzy and, I don't know, empty? That's probably the best way to describe it. I eventually found the strength to get up and look around, and, well, that's when I realized what was actually going on around me.
What was going on?
The entire village. It had been destroyed.
Oh.
There were corpses everywhere. Men, women, children. And the houses had been crushed as if some mad god had rampaged through the streets there. And it had all just happened hours before because the destruction was still fresh. Whatever it was, I didn't have much time to think about it. As soon as I got up, I saw 3 riders coming through the smoke. One of them got off his horse, ran towards one of the corpses, and started screaming something in my direction. Then I felt a blow on the back of my head, and I lost consciousness. By the name of the sun, it's strange to talk about it like this. It's been so long, but the memory feels as if it had happened yesterday.
Why did those men attack you?
Well, it turned out the riders were hunters who had come from that village. They must have observed whatever it was from the distance and ridden back to the village. At least I think that's how it went. I guess I'll never find out. The reason they thought I was somehow involved is that the village priest found me a couple of days before it happened near a shrine in the wilderness. Apparently, I was wearing torn clothing, and no matter what the apothecary tried, he couldn't wake me up from my comatose sleep. And it seems that made the riders think I was some kind of witch child, or unholy beast, whichever you prefer.
So, they really thought that a 6-year-old child destroyed the entire village? That's ridiculous. In the back of his mind, though, Lucas is thinking about what Ixon said about Lucas killing his whole family, and just in the back of his mind, he's thinking maybe actually something similar had happened to him. We're not sure now. We're doubting ourselves.
For you, maybe. For them, as simple people, it was probably the best explanation they had. And think about it, it's not that far off. A motherless child who neither talks nor breathes steadily is found abandoned on the roadside and has a strange mark on her face. They leave to go hunting, and when they come back, they find their village in ruins, with that foundling child being the only survivor. You have to admit, it's not that much of a stretch, even if those men hadn't been superstitious farmers.
So what did they do then? Was it revenge?
Probably. Truth be told, I try not to think about it too much. And actually, it doesn't matter, because I somehow managed to get away before they could do anything. I even made it to Ark all by myself.
Wait, what?
Which didn't turn out to be much of an improvement in the end, because I was pathless.
How did you get to... I thought you lost... She's leaving something out there. Because she told us that she was hit in the back of the head and lost consciousness, but then somehow made it away and got to Ark. But being pathless person in Ark, Lucas can imagine what that would be like as a child, and you ended up in the Undercity, I suppose.
Yes. Thinking about it now, I actually wonder how I made it through my time down there. But maybe that's one of the advantages of being a child. You don't think. You just act. Still, the winters down there were cruel, and if Master Tyrus hadn't found and taken care of me, I probably wouldn't have made it through my second year.
Master Tyrus? What, a keeper adopted you?
Yes, otherwise I would not be here.
Wow.
He saw me, and he knew what he had to do, is how he put it. Of course, the Order wasn't too happy about a pathless child in the Scuola, just as some aren't happy about you being here. But Tyrus was a highly regarded man, and that's why they let it slide.
There's a lot of similarities between Kalia and Lucas's story here. They both had maybe a violent magical awakening. Both pathless in Enderal. Both have a kind of a keeper patron who's speaking for them and giving them station. So yeah, I think Lucas relates to this quite a lot. Yeah, so he just saw you and decided to adopt you? That sounds too good to be true, just to put it bluntly.
It does, yes. But then he had lost both his wife and daughter 5 years before he found me, so maybe I was some kind of substitute. I don't know. But in the end, it doesn't matter. I owe him everything. He was a good man, and that's all that matters.
He's not around anymore. So why is the Order so preoccupied about pathless trying to get into their ranks? It's not like we both don't have our reasons. I suppose Lucas means like... I'm not sure what Lucas... not sure what he actually means by that. I suppose... Yeah, just why does the Order dislike pathless, the idea of pathless people joining the ranks of the Keepers? I suppose that's the question.
That's right, we do. But we are both still pathless, and that disqualifies us according to the Holy Verses.
Right.
I guess now you understand why I was never as connected to Malthus's teaching as Dunwar was. To some of the Keepers, I am still an outcast, and no matter what I do, I always will be.
Same here. So, Master Tyrus granted you the novitiate.
Yes, and now I'm here. Well, here we've reached the end of my impressive tale. I hope you liked it.
Yeah, so what happened to Master Tyrus? You said he was a good man.
Gone. He was very old, and there was nothing anyone could do about it. But I'd prefer not to talk about it, if you don't mind.
Sure, sorry. Well, you're definitely not the fisherman's daughter from the village, I'll give you that.
No, I guess I'm not.
So that means Dunwar believes that this story about you being responsible for the destruction of that village is actually true. That's what he was getting at.
He does, yes, and he's not alone in his opinion. One of those hunters recognized me in the market my first year as a novice, and you can imagine that it was easy pickings for those who were already against my presence in the Order. From then on, they added names to the derogatory stares. Demon Child, Witch, whatever they could come up with.
Bastards. Ooh, we can be a bit flirty. Or, I don't think... I've got a third option down there. Oh, have I been missing options? I didn't even notice that down there then. Hope I haven't missed any. Good. I saw your skills, and you're the only one who made it through the trial. The way they treat you probably has more to do with jealousy. They're just jealous, Kalia. They're just jealous. Ignore them.
Maybe. But everything I'm capable of is the fruit of hard work. Though they will never acknowledge that. You know what's funny? To some extent, I'm glad to be who I am. That way, people just leave me alone, and that gives me more time to focus on what's important. On my goals.
Which would be?
Several. But I'd say that's enough of the gloomy stories, don't you think? There will be plenty of time for chatter in the future. Maybe.
Okay, yes, you did say Dunwar was the last of his bloodline. Yeah.
Yes. All of the Dalmordans fell victim to the Great Flesh Maggot Plague of 8215.
Oh dear.
Actually, it was almost sad to see him running around and boasting about his nobility, though everyone knew that without the help of the Order, he would have probably ended up living in a shack in the Undercity. If you can call that living.
And so ends... Oh, I didn't catch his surname. So ends Dunwar's bloodline, I suppose. Okay, we should go see the Grand Master, I suppose.
You should. It's already late, but if you want, I can show you the most important places in the temple before you go to the Emporium. What do you think?
Yeah, sure. That would be nice. It's a bit dark and spooky, and we've been having nightmares. I think we'd like the company.
Good. Then get your gear from the chest by your bed, and we'll go. You should reclaim your gear before we leave.
Yes, okay.
Well then, let's go.
Let me put some clothes on. Should we wear the cloak? No, that's a bit much, I think. Stick with that for now. And a hood, because I think it's raining. So where are we? We haven't been here before. Must be one of the buildings I didn't check, or maybe I've just been downstairs. Sanctum. I've been in here, haven't I? Yeah, okay, it's back there. Malphas? How's it going?
Pathless.
All right, this is the Sanctum. It's a place of silence and prayer, and also where we'll be exalted later.
Let's hope he knows what
Okay,
he's
we're
doing.
gonna have some kind of ceremony, I think. It's exciting.
This is holy ground, Outlander. You do not belong here.
Oh, shut up. I'm a keeper now. I'm coming.
Thou art my
You just
Lord,
wait and see.
my glimmer
Fucking
at the
sissy.
horizon. Thy name is my sacrament, and thy path I will honor in life.
Okay, yeah, I've been down here. I know where we are.
Okay, I think you've seen this place before.
Yeah.
We call this part of the temple the Chronicum, and in here is gathered the knowledge of the Order, written down in books and parchments. Plus, all of the experiments and research on artifacts and magic is done here, so it's a place you'll probably see often in the near future. Ah, and just below the Chronicum is the temple smithy. You should go there if you need equipment.
Oh, cool.
Over there, that's the Scuola and the quarters, where both the keepers and the novices live. There's also a training room where everything from swordplay to marksmanship can be trained and taught. You will find some skilled teachers there.
Okay, that's useful.
Well, I think that's about it. You've already been to the Emporium, and I assume to the Eye of the Gods as well. I suggest you speak to the Grandmaster as soon as you're ready to take the oath.
Fair enough. What will you do?
Prepare myself, probably. Now walk blessed. I will see you soon.
Yeah, you two. Walk blessed. So there's a smithy underneath this place with equipment. That's handy. And there's trainers in there. And we've got enchanting and alchemy stations in there. And I guess we went across this little bridgey bit. I'm sure that's the...
You just don't get any younger.
The temple-y bit is in here. Alright, let's go find Aranthiel. Let him know that we're awake. Well, I'm very impressed with all of this. That was a nice little conversation. That was very well done. But I liked the quest before as well, the initiation, and I liked how it was actually. I suppose there was nothing else I could do, but that felt good, solving that puzzle that I should just attack Ike's on. No one up here at the moment. It's probably in there. Evening.
And you actually believe this could work? It sounds absurd.
I don't believe I know. The mercenary, he might not be the shining knight of Castle Starsound, but he's better than most of your men. I want him, and you will need to convince your true Chesser of it.
Is that so? Very well, I will convince her. You will hear from me.
I hope so.
What's that about?
Prophet, good to see you. How do you feel?
Like a newborn, except for the bloody headache and that pretty messed up journey into my own mind.
You've never been in any danger. If I had doubted your abilities, even to the slightest, I would have never spoken out for you.
Oh, thanks.
In any case, all that is left to do now is to recite the oath. Then we will finally deal with the more urgent matters.
What do I have to swear on? The dead gods? My loyalty towards the Order?
None of it. You'll see.
Oh, okay. Alright, fine. I'm ready when you are.
The ceremony needs a little preparation. 1 day at least. Come back then. Even if it hurts to lose more time, the cleansing approaches. I can feel it. Just this night I had another of the dreams.
A dream? What did you see?
People I knew, including you. But these people weren't themselves.
Same dream.
There was something else, and it spoke through them. They mocked us and said our struggle against the cycle was pointless. It was peculiar. I believe that these beings are connected to the cycle. They must be the ones who cause it.
Yeah, okay, so we know our enemy. Interesting, I had the same dream before I woke up.
You did? That is interesting. It must be related to our roles as emissaries. Maybe there is a connection between us.
Any idea who or what these beings are?
None. Maybe they are demons or magical entities of some kind, but they are different from everything I know. In any case, if they are indeed responsible for the cycle, they are our enemies. That's what matters for now. Come back tomorrow for the ceremony.
Okay. Okay. Oh, we can talk to him about a few things while we're here.
Wherever you look.
About the cycle.
Yes.
Oh god, where do we start? How long? Do you know how long this cycle's been going on? We know that it happened to the Pyrians, but were there more before them?
Good question. In their writing, the Pyrians say it has existed for aeons. Since this world exists, since the Sea of Eventualities exists, so too then does the cycle. It seems to be a part of existence, so to speak.
Okay, that sounds bad. And no one has ever succeeded in breaking the pattern. That's discouraging.
The Pyrians didn't, and neither did the dozen civilizations that came before them. That is what we know. But as for what happened before that, our knowledge about the past is limited. All that matters for now is that the cycle threatens us, and that we have to stop it.
This whole storyline, it reminds me a little bit of Mass Effect, especially like when we spoke to the evil guy in our dream. That was remind me of when you first meet. God, what's the first mean spaceship called that you speak to? Mass Effect. I can't remember. It's been a while. It hasn't actually. I played the remastered one a couple of months ago. God, what's it called? The first Reaper you speak to. It had that kind of vibe to it. I wonder if we'll get to talk to them more. That would be cool. Didn't really think that. I don't know. I didn't think there'd be like an enemy. But there's some kind of beings behind this cycle with their own motives, I suppose. Anyway, what can you tell me about us emissaries? What defines us? Why do we exist?
That depends on whom you ask. In some writings of the Pyrians, we are referred to as chosen ones, but this is wrong. A better word would be chess figures with their own will. Whatever force causes the cycle also gave us powers and a task, but fulfilling that task is our own responsibility.
Weird.
Let's hope he knows what he's doing.
And what exactly are these tasks?
Well, that is something else we only know in broad strokes. It is my task to lead mankind in its battle against the cleansing, to rally our strengths, so to speak. Yours is to read the echo and help us gain the knowledge we need for victory.
Right.
How exactly you're going to do that is something we still have to find out.
So I need to see into the future to see what will happen if we do certain things, something like that. How? So these echoes of the future, how does that work? You have no idea?
As I said before, my knowledge about that is limited. But if it helps you, imagine that it is a way of perceiving that which connects us all, our subconscious.
You mean the place your dreams come from, the collective subconscious of mankind? That's what we're talking about?
Yes. You know, most people perceive themselves as an entity separate from the rest of the world. And while this is partially true, there is something that connects us. Dark corners of our mind, bridges to which we in a conscious state do not have access to. But you do not need to be supernaturally gifted to feel that these bridges exist. I am sure you have experienced it yourself at one time or another. A moment where you knew exactly what another person thought or would do next. People with close blood ties can especially feel that connection. Children and their mothers, siblings, and especially twins.
Okay. Interesting. So you're saying that all humans are connected in some way?
Correct. And while most people hardly feel this connection at all, as if looking through a tinted window, to you, it is wide open during your visions.
Okay, if that's the case, how do you explain that I can see the memories of the Pyrians too? Am I? Have I? Okay, I am, I suppose. Have I seen any memories of Pyrians? Is that... I don't know. All the visions are such a jumble, it's hard to tell what any of it means until... I mean, I recognised hearing Ixon's voice in a vision prior, but it didn't really help at all. But yeah, I can see the memories of Pyrians. They've been dead for millennia. How does that work?
Their bodies might be, but the traces they left behind still remain. Everything that was, everything that is, and everything that will be, it already exists in the sea of eventualities. This is the basic principle of magic.
Yeah.
Time is not a straight line. Only the barriers of our mind make us perceive it as such. Visions, premonitions, dreams that become reality. These are all leftovers of waves from other eventualities that spill over into our reality. There have always been people able to read them, but none so good at it as you are, thanks to the Echo.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense, because they've talked about how magic works. And how if you set something on fire, you just kind of find a reality where that thing is on fire and bring it forth into your own reality. That's how magic works in Enderal. And in a similar way, time is all happening at once. So Lucas is doing a similar thing with visions by just seeing things that are happening now, but for this reality would be in the future or in the past. He's kind of separating his mind from time, as I understand it, in a sense. Complicated stuff. Anything else I can speak to you about?
Walk blessed, Prophet. Yes?
No, we're done there. Hey, Tila, you were imprisoned for a very long time. He was like in jail for like 30 years in Nerim, wasn't he?
Yes. Why do you ask?
Were you kept prisoner?
In an old temple in the northern mountains of Nerim. It was a bastion of our order before Narazul's armies conquered it after the Battle of Triomar. Ironic, I know.
I can't imagine 30 years of imprisonment. That's a long time.
They did. What are you getting at?
Yeah, no, I'm not. I don't feel like Lucas would be challenging him on anything. No, we're just curious. Nothing. Forget it.
Then do me a favor and spare me the pleasantries. We have no time for small talk.
All right, fair enough. I'll see you tomorrow, I guess, Tila. What are we going to do for a day? I was a bit disappointed that we didn't get to see Jespar again, because it's quite nice to wake up and see him there, but then he turned out to be a horrible dream. Yeah, I don't. What are we doing now? Got a day to kill. Let's how much? Got 400 pennies.
He knows what he's doing.
It's not much. We could go buy some spells.
My sir! Wait a moment! Phew. There you are.
Hi.
Here. A letter for you.
As if they'd ever listen to me.
Cool. Thanks, kid.
What? Oh. That's very generous of you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Safe travels. And may his light guide you.
Sure. A letter. Stand under here. Mysterious letter. Oh, it's Jespar. My friend, congratulations for passing the trial. You already know how I feel about the Red Cloaks and their, let's say, superior attitude, but still, it would rob me of my sleep to know that I didn't congratulate you in person. Should your holy duties allow it, meet me at the old watchtower at the western gate of Ark. Cordially, Jespar. Well, okay, we'll go do that. I was just saying I'd like to see Jespar, that's cool. Right, underneath here is a smith. Down here somewhere? These stone steps sound like wood.
What?
Maybe they're just painted to look like stone.
Sense. Why can't it ever be easy?
Huh?
There's a lot of books down here. We could do some serious reading. Manual of Dreams and Visions. That the crystal jellyfish. Oh god, it's... I think I can take these. I can. Night.
There you are.
Oh, there's
Walk blast.
tons of stuff. We can do some proper research down here.
Ground, Outlander. You don't belong here.
Well,
The
give me one
Archmaster
day.
ordered me to find out more about the Pyrian Civil War.
Can I just take these?
The one that took place shortly before the cleansing. Pathlessness. That's your
wherever you
area
look.
of expertise,
Where
isn't it?
is this supposed to lead?
I did study the Chronicles, so I suppose so, yes. What do you need to know?
This Jackal, the commander of Dilligar, who incited the conflict. What do you know about him?
I don't know what they're talking about.
Only what's written in the old lore. He was a fast climber, and he wasn't born into the cast like most sun priests are.
The Golden House. The Path. Maybe we should read The Path at some point.
So you're saying he was no... Dilligar by blood? And yet he made it to their commander?
Yes.
Maybe I could do like a
because he
reading
was a
episode when we
pragmatist.
just
whatever was necessary.
we just sit around down here and just read books. All for like an hour, because I'm sure there's loads of cool lore, but these books are hefty. It's hard to just weave into an episode, but I'd like to know some of this stuff. Maybe I'll just read it on my own time and kind of recap you. Do that. I don't know. Maybe let me know. Let me know what you'd want me to do. You want me to
gain him influence
sit here and
power.
read for an hour?
Yeah.
I'll do that.
You
It
know
won't be
the
very
kind of
good. You know, I can barely read, but I would do it.
That doesn't go
King Elude and the maidservant Devotia.
well with the fact that...
Life of Torgon Whispertongue, Volume 2.
started this war against the Ishian.
Encyclopedia Magica, Encyclopedia Arcana, Part 1.
Well, you know,
Yeah, there's
usually
loads of
pragmatists
stuff
are
down
mainly
here.
concerned with themselves.
Magistrate
Start a war that
Yayla.
divides the entire Pyrean realm? That sounds more like fanaticism to me. Like something an idealist would do.
Yes, probably. But maybe something
Goes back to
happened
the
that caused
Sun
a change of
Temple.
heart in him.
My thoughts exactly.
That goes to the
Any
Sun
idea
Temple.
what?
No, nothing. But I'm not certain I understand why this is so important to you. The Grand Master wants us to examine the Pyrean history for hints about the cleansing, not for the motivations of some crazed commander.
Well, I thought that maybe there's a connection between the two. But anyway, thanks for helping me out. I will see you at the night sermon.
Yes.
Alright, it looks like the Arcanists are researching the cleansing, and you know, everyone kind of knows about what's going on. I wasn't sure. What's this? This is maybe like a seminar room. Also, whoa! What the fuck was that? Did you hear that? I heard like a ghostly breath in my left ear. That was really weird. Yeah, that creeped me out. It's all gone quiet here. Where's this? Oh, look. Map, that's cool. So Arctwend is where their first game was set, the Morrowind total conversion. And then they did Nerim, which was the Oblivion total conversion. I haven't played either. I think I did install Nerim years ago and I messed around with it, and it was weird and very German. I don't think it wasn't translated as professionally as this is.
Where is this supposed to
I didn't
lead?
really play it. And then Enderal. I'd like to know what Kira's like, though. Oh, and the Belt of Kille. There's Kille down there. That's where our mother's from. Ah, that's good. Good to see. Well, I thought they said there was a forge down here, though, and weapons and stuff. Is that out one of these doors? Well, this is cool. Blueprint, Vagabond's Sack. Handicraft 75. Oh. I want to do some handicraft. Right, though. Oh, do I go down here? Here we go. This looks promising. Yeah, here. Right, I see. So I should have a torch with me again now. Yeah, okay. Oh, there's an armory down here. It's closed at the moment. But there's two doors to an armory, and there's an alchemy place. And a warehouse. That requires a key. Look at this. This is a cool... I like that. Cool bit of architecture we're moving through. Didn't know all of this was down here. There are just some miscellaneous doors down here. Emporium basement. Butcher of Ark Volume 3. Right. Okay, we've got Volume 3. I read Volume 2, didn't I? Did I? Or did I just find it? Let's have a look. I don't have Volume 2 with me. I can't remember if I've read it. I'm sure. I think I might have picked it up, but I don't know if I've actually read it. I mean, no, I don't know. Hello? Take that health potion. No one else is using it. It's just down here in the basement. And we're basically a keeper now, so this kind of all belongs to us. Takes us to the Sun Temple Vault. A vault sounds exciting, actually. Goes back up stairs. Takes us outside. Silver ring, I'll have that. Thank you. Let's have a look at this vault. Door was already open. The music's gone. Spooky. Oh, there's rats. Oh, no. Am I... There we go. My hotkeys weren't working then, but they're okay now. Yeah, there's some rats down here. That's okay. What's that noise? And so ends the story of the Prophet. He went into the basement and got killed by rats. Alright, you've got some skills, rats. Can't see anything. They're mad rats. I can make poison from rat meat. Should eat some food. Pumpkin will do. I guess no one really comes down here anymore. This is a big place. I wasn't expecting such a big area to explore. Switch. Weird. Have some pumpkins. I don't know how long they've been down here, though. Okay, what have I stumbled upon? Don't like the look of them. They look ominous. This looks like Pyrian architecture now. What is this? Is the Sun Temple built on top of like an old Pyrian temple? It certainly fit the theme of cycles. You feel a tingling sensation as your hand touches the door. Doesn't move at all. Weird. Weird. I wonder what this is. There's nothing else down here. Okay, I guess that's all there is down here. That was a fun little detour, though. Alright, so I guess we'll head on back to town. There was a way out over here. It looks like it's approaching morning now. It's already gotten light. Where did Jaspar say he wanted to meet us? Meets me at the old watchtower at the western gate of Ark. Oh, this. That's the west gate.
Let's hope he knows what he's doing.
Take this hood off. Oh, it is.
This is holy ground, Outlander. You don't belong.
It is actually still raining.
Here.
Keep the hood up. Alright, I want to go to Ark. Main gate. Heartland? Not the harbour. Yeah, this is it. This is precisely where I want to be.
Well, there comes a point when you just have to live with it.
Oh, you'll manage. So I think we're going in here. No?
How am I supposed to pay that much? Bloody cutthroats.
Oh, up here. No. I've been up here before, haven't I? Someone's left some booze up here. What did the note say? Did it give me a time? I don't think it did. This is a watchtower. Is there an old watchtower? Does it say the old watchtower at the western gate of Ark? So maybe something over there. Maybe this is a new one. If we find him, we'll bring booze.
Yes? Monsieur? Yes?
Like
yes?
Around here somewhere? Just a farm down there. What is Oh, in the evening. It doesn't say in the evening on the note, does it? It doesn't. It doesn't. Okay, we've got a whole day to kill. Alright, what I think I'm going to do is head maybe I've got a few things I can sell. Not much actually. A couple of things. Maybe just that one ring. Let's head down to the Undercity and have a look at the Phasmalist thing. I need to further back, isn't it? This guy.
What is it, Sunchild?
So if I want to create a talisman, I could make this one if I had 2 bone meal, 2 ectoplasm, and 2 iron ingots. It's easy enough. 2 bone meal, some fog sponge and a ruined book. That's quite easy to get as well.
Fair enough. Maybe there's a trick or two I could show you, but trust me, they don't come cheap.
So you sell the bone meal and the ectoplasm. Oh, and he sells skulls.
Well then,
So I need fog sponge. Fog sponge might be... Oh, maybe he said... I'll check that now. Ruined book. I could find one. And 2 iron ingots. I could travel back up and get one. Get those as well.
Fair enough. Maybe there's a trick or two I could show you. But trust me, they don't come cheap.
Fog sponge. So I need a ruined book. I saw one, didn't I? Just in the basement now. I'm sure, like 5 minutes ago. I'm sure I did. So I want a ruined book and 2 iron ingots. That's easy enough to do. So once I've done that, what do I do? Tributes currently equipped. Alright, I have to make one and wear it, I guess.
Move along, will you?
Okay, last thing, let's
Fair enough. Maybe there's a trick or two I could show you, but trust me, they don't come cheap.
let's have a look at his spell tomes to see what we could be casting. What magic do I use? Psionics. But entropy a little bit as well? No, that's the summoning. Well, maybe. Well, a lot of the entropy things damage the caster at the same time, so that's not very good for us. Got reanimation spells. Silence. I might buy that because sneaking is tough. Soothe. It's just a calm spell. Orbaya. Summon sword. Wall of Flames. Wall of Flames, that sounds cool. Alright, I'm going to buy Silence, I think. See if that can actually make sneaking viable for us, because at the moment I can never sneak. Things that kind of look my direction, they see me. Learning book psionics. What level am I? 24. So I want one more.
Fair enough. Maybe there's a trick or two I could show you, but trust me, they don't come cheap.
Apprentice up to level 25. So I just want one of those. Got an entropy learning book here. Yeah, sure, I'll read that.
You just wait and see.
So, I need the next level of learning book. Now, I think, let's see if I can buy some of them.
Fair enough. Maybe there's a trick or two I could show you, but trust me, they don't come cheap.
These are 100. I think I'm out of money at this point. Unless I can sell this silver ring for 9 pennies. I can have this plain cloak as well. Could sell some soul gems. Got loads of petty filled ones. Sell 8 of those, and I will buy 1 learning book. Up to one of these. Now I'm absolutely skint again. I do have some money in the bank, I think. But I guess we'll spend this next day looking for some work and we'll earn some money again. this is too advanced. Is it because my psionics is buffed, so I still need one more? Okay. I can't afford just the worst. Okay, I'll just have to keep this book until my psionics goes up by one more. Fair enough. Alright, we're done down here for now. I need to go get some iron ingots. That's the easiest thing, and I need a ruined book as well. Alright, I'm going to go do that, but I think I'm going to leave the episode there because I've been faffing. It's been quite a narrative-heavy episode at the start there, and now I've just been running around doing some shopping. But well, let's I probably don't have enough money for the ingots now. Let's see if I can work something out. See if I can make a talisman before the end of the episode. That would be good. Right, let's go to the smith.
Move along.
Looking for steel? I can provide.
Looking
Everything for the path-abiding soldier.
Looking for iron, actually. Iron ingot. I need 2. Which I can't afford. I must be able to sell something. This mana potion. Magic potion, that's a fortified one, I suppose. Sell that. Cure disease potion. I'll miss that if I sell it, won't I? I'm going to sell it anyway. Right, how much did I need? 2 iron ingots? $62. Got it.
Come again.
Yeah, will do. Thank you. All right. Back to the Undercity. Where's the signpost?
Yeah.
Barracks, I think I want to go. Yeah. There's a rush at the Phasmalist table this morning.
Mind your own fucking business.
Bloody hell, I'm not talking to you. I want to do this.
What is it, sunshine?
Create talisman. I can make Rugar One-Eye. Summons a deceased brigand leader. Strengths, heavy armor, blocking, two-handed, one-handed. I've created it. How should the apparition react in combat? Sounds like he should be offensive. That guy sounded pretty tough. Right, create a talisman. Spectralize a weapon and let it be equipped by the apparition. What?
Look at that. Another snob from the surf.
So I've got this. Someone... okay. So I have to use a talent, I think, to do this? Okay, what on earth is this? Okay, it shows us all of the stats of Rugar One-Eye. Armor. unlocked weapon skills. It's very sneaky. Okay, equipment. So I need to give him. I can give him weapons. So is this? Wait, is that him in that tube? Oh my god. Currently equipped. Right. Got shoes. He's got weapons and stuff. All right. This is nuts. Combat style. He's aggressive. I've already done that. And I can give him things.
Bloody weather.
Whoa, cool. So, right. To wrap things up, let's have a quick meditation. I believe I need to then... Soulsmith, summon apparition. You can summon the apparition bound to your equipped amulet. Okay, I'm understanding how this all works. Very cool. If it dies or leaves the reality due to other reasons, you are getting arcane fever proportionally to the health the apparition lost since it was summoned. Okay, that sounds a bit scary. Okay. Do I have a memory point? I don't. Next memory point is going on that, and we're going to summon Rugar One Eye. This is cool. Bizarre, but pretty cool. But anyway, that's going to be it for today. So next time we're looking for an odd job. We're going to spend the day making money and then go meet Jespar in the evening. But yeah, that'll be next time. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.